Hello and Happy New Year from MemphisWeather.net. This is meteorologist Erik Proseus, and we're enjoying a delightful January 1st with temperatures in the lower 70s and sunshine. Certainly can't last, of course, because this is not typical for this time of year, and we are going to see the pattern changing as we go into this week. And so I wanted to record a brief video for you here as of about 3 o'clock on Sunday afternoon, just to give you an idea of what we've got coming and what you can expect as we move into the next couple of days. And severe weather is a possibility, as you might have guessed. So let's start with a quick overview. As mentioned, this nice large area of high pressure overhead with the sunny skies is not going to last. We do have a strong upper level system over the western United States. It's going to push out into the plains and towards the mid-south over the next 48 hours, and that is going to be moving into an unseasonably warm and humid air mass over the area with those temperatures in the low 70s and dew points in the approaching 60 already, or at least they will by tomorrow morning. That will set the stage for potential thunderstorms. We're expecting the possibility of two waves of showers and thunderstorms, two primary waves. One of those likely to occur late Monday afternoon, and then another one, the primary wave of thunderstorms, again expected early Tuesday morning. This will be in the overnight hours, Monday night before dawn Tuesday morning. Primary threats with this system as it moves through with both waves, but especially with the second one, are going to be damaging wind and heavy rain up to 2 to 3 inches by the time this all ends midday Tuesday, which could lead to some possible flooding. Secondary threats include some hail possible, and cannot rule out an isolated tornado, although the threat appears pretty low. But to break that down a little bit further, for those two waves, the Monday afternoon wave could see some hail and that, and maybe some strong wind gusts and some heavy rain, but that one does not appear to last a long time. And then the stronger wave will come in early Tuesday morning. We're looking at probably after midnight for sure, maybe around 2, 3, 4 a.m., something like that. And moving out about sunrise or around Tuesday morning rush hour. That could bring a higher risk of damaging wind, maybe a little bit of hail, and definitely the heavy rain with that one. If we look at the severe weather threats for each of the periods of concern, Monday and Tuesday, the first graphic on the left is for Monday and Monday night. That extends through 6 a.m. Tuesday. We are in a slight risk of severe weather from the Storm Prediction Center. That is a level 2 out of 5. The higher threat is going to be off to our southwest in Arkansas, down into northern Louisiana and far eastern Texas, the Arklatex area, and then spreading up towards the Little Rock area. That's where the higher threat of severe weather is, and they may get some tornadoes with this system back farther to our southwest. It is expected as it moves our direction, particularly late Monday night, to weaken a little bit, and also to form into more of a line of storms, and very heavy rain is more likely, along with some storms. So that is where our risk level stands on Monday into Monday night, is a slight. And then as the system continues to push to the east, we have the Tuesday morning threat that starts after 6 a.m. Tuesday morning and goes through the day Tuesday off to our east. But the eastern sections of the metro are in a level 1 marginal risk of severe weather, with a slight risk further to our south and east, the Oxford to Tupelo corridor. And that is just because of the timing of these storms. It crosses over 6 a.m. when the Storm Prediction Center kind of adjusts its day from day 2 to day 3. And so we expect the trailing edge of this to be moving out by about that time Tuesday morning here in the Memphis area. I want to talk just for a minute about the heavy rain that is expected with this as well. We are in a slight risk, which is 2 out of 4 from the Weather Prediction Center, for excessive rainfall, which could lead to flash flooding. And so that includes all of the metro through Tuesday morning at 6 a.m. And that means that there's about a 15% or higher risk of getting heavy rain that could lead to flash flooding. And the total amounts from the National Weather Service shown on the right-hand pane of this slide shows the Memphis area getting somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 to 3 inches of rainfall. We could see locally higher in certain areas where storms train over the same areas, or it just slows up a little bit. That is combined between the rainfall that is expected Monday afternoon and the system overnight, Monday night into Tuesday morning. So that is total precipitation through the day Tuesday, although we expect most of this to be gone by mid-morning or lunchtime or so Tuesday at the trailing edge of this moving off to our east. I want to take a quick look over at our forecast radar from the HRRR model, the HRRR high resolution model, which covers the entire event now. And I'm going to loop through this. We're starting off with 6 a.m. Monday. Memphis is kind of just right of center in the middle of this window. So Arkansas is centered on the map. Memphis, I'll leave my cursor right in that area. But we're looking at during the day Monday, light showers, off and on showers through the morning hours into the early afternoon. And as we get into the afternoon, after about 2 or 3 o'clock, we start to see thunderstorms develop in Arkansas and the Mississippi Delta moving to the northeast. This is 6 p.m. Monday, and you can see it's got kind of an organized cluster, large cluster of storms moving up the Mississippi River. It has it off to our east by about 9 p.m. here Monday night, with kind of a lull behind that, and then you see the more organized system out ahead of the trough moving in off to the west at 9 p.m. Tuesday. And as we go through the night, we'll see that move to the east and kind of congeal into this large mass of showers and thunderstorms out ahead of the front. This is 2 a.m. on Tuesday morning, and this model shows it moving into the Memphis area across the river about 2 a.m. We're a ways out on this, so while I think that kind of the overall presentation of how the radar might look is correct, it does not have the timing probably exactly right. It may be pretty close. The other models we're looking at are fairly similar, but sometime after midnight, between 2, 3, 4 a.m., something like that, that should move across. And then by 6 a.m., you see most of that is off to our east. I do think that's probably accurate, with some scattered showers or a thunderstorm kind of behind it, lingering for a couple of more hours. And then as we get to noon, you see that's all well off to our east. So a couple of time periods of interest here. One is Monday afternoon after about 2 or 3 o'clock for a few hours. It looks like some of the evening could be dry, or at least drier, before that next wave moves in, and that is expected after midnight Monday night into the early morning hours on Tuesday. So let's talk a little bit about how to prepare for this system. We are about 24 hours out from that first wave arriving. We need to make sure we have multiple ways of getting severe weather information, particularly at night when you are sleeping. So consider how you will get warnings if they go off in the middle of the night. And if there's a off chance of a tornado warning, you need to be aware of that. Certainly mobile apps have good information. They can provide you the warning tones and so forth. If you have those apps, we obviously strongly recommend the Stormwatch Plus app that we have created and will alert you overnight if those warnings are issued. Most apps, you need to unmute your phones or turn off Do Not Disturb. With the Stormwatch Plus app on iOS, it will override Do Not Disturb, but we recommend that you are ready just in case with whatever warning app you might have. Pair that with NOAA Weather Radio, which will certainly wake you up overnight, just like a smoke detector would if there was a fire in your house. Local TV and radio, if you do get woken up or you hear the thunder and you happen to turn on the local television, they will, if it's severe, they will likely be covering that. And then lastly, outdoor sirens. These are not likely to be heard. You know your particular circumstance. If you've got one that's right across the street from your house, maybe you'll hear it, but they are not intended to be heard inside, especially if the wind is blowing and the rain is pouring. Don't rely on the outdoor sirens to wake you up. And yes, we do expect pretty heavy rain and gusty winds with this storm. Even outside of the storms, we expect those winds to be gusting 30 to 40 miles an hour overnight Monday night, so keep that in mind. Make sure all your devices are charged, especially as we get towards mid-afternoon tomorrow. The power situation in Memphis, you're familiar with that, so just keep that in mind. Have your devices charged in case there is a power outage. Look over your severe weather plan ahead of time. Prepare that safe place just in case you have to get to it quickly. I don't think that's a likely situation, but you probably want to be ready just in case. So know where people are going to be and where they will go if severe weather strikes. Ahead of time also, the rest of today, it's a beautiful day out. Go ahead and tie down any outdoor objects that you don't want to lose. If you've still got a few Christmas inflatables out there, maybe now is the time to get those up while you have the chance. And if you're able to, while the storms are moving through, stick those vehicles in the garage. And then we are still 24 to 36 hours out from this system. Things could still change a little bit. So stay tuned for later updates. We'll keep you posted on our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter. We've got the YouTube channel where this video will be posted as well. So make sure you're watching those places, Instagram as well. We'll have most of our routine updates with the latest information on Twitter, but Facebook will carry those as well. Just so make sure that you're just staying in tune, that you're ready just in case. We had a severe weather event back about a month ago, end of November. So it is possible this time of year, if you've lived here for any length of time, you know we can get strong to severe storms even in the cool season, because honestly, it's not all that cool out today. So we give you that as your kind of your heads up for the system coming in tomorrow. We appreciate you tuning in. And as always, if you appreciate the services that we provide, we have a Patreon page that we'd love for you to join in with us on. Our virtual tip jar allows you to just say thanks for providing this information. We will be with you throughout this event and hope that everyone stays safe. Again, Happy New Year, and we hope that you have a good next couple of days. Thanks.